Hi again, YouTubers. So I'm so excited about this video. This is just like, I can't even explain it. This is a video that I am doing along with Colleen Rothschild. If you saw my recent review of her products, I have fallen head over heels in love with this line. My skin has never looked better. The texture is amazing. The breakouts are none. And the elasticity is honestly kind of better than it's ever been in my skin. It's so hard to explain. It is just an amazing, amazing line. I am going to go over what I recently got from them and what is part of the giveaway. And then I'm going to go through a step-by-step of my current skincare, how I'm using it, what I'm using, things like that. Because there have been a good amount of changes and different additions in here. I would say three changes, I think. And I have now completely gone over to Colleen Rothschild. I do not use any other items on my skin, just her skincare line. I do use a facial brush, but other than that, I do not use anything else. Like, I got rid of my Perricone MD Serum Prep and my Amore Pacific enzyme peel, which were both things that I was still using the last time I did this video. So that being said, first I'm going to tell you one of the items in the giveaway is right here. Oops, so now I can't remember. Okay, here we go. This is their Discovery Kit, and I think it's like, oh, sorry, I have my computer here so that I can tell you guys as much information as I can. Is $95 on her site. Her items are only available on her site as of right now. I hope this line just takes off because it's that amazing. I hope they get carried in Sephora because that would be the perfect place for them. So anyway, this kit is $95. It is a part of the giveaway. I will give you full instructions of how to, how to be a part of the giveaway. How to enter. Wow, there we go. So anyway, the Discovery Kit is the first thing I want to tell you a little bit about because there are some interesting things about this. And this is the best way if you have been wondering or wanting to try her line. This is the best thing to try if you are interested and you're not sure what's best for you. This gives you a little bit of everything, okay? And you can find whatever works for you. And plus, I will post below, there is a discount code, 20% off. I think it's, hold on, let me go back to that on my computer, wrong page. It is LisaSz09. So you get 20% off of anything on her site, which is amazing. So, you know, $95 with 20% off. If you were ever considering it, this is awesome. So it comes with the Cleansing Balm. Now the Cleansing Balm is probably one of my favorite items. This is my sample size one. As you can tell, I've already gone through a good amount of it. This is the one that I use when I travel, and the great thing is I can refill this as well. Now I will show you real quick my regular one. You can tell I use this, and I use it a lot. You don't need much of this product to do your entire face. I would say this is about what I use to do my entire face and down my neck. Yes, my hands shake. They always do. My brothers do. We've all been checked. Everything's good. It just always happens. So anyway, this is probably one of the most amazing things in her line that just makes your skin it's so hard to explain. It is probably the thing I was the most afraid of and one of the things I am the most in love with. When I put that on my skin, and I do personally use, this is the Michael Todd Sonic Clear is the one I use on my face. I do have a Clairsonic. I just like that one better. But it does also come with a muslin cloth. I have two of these, so I haven't opened this one yet because I've just been using my other one. That is also great. What I do with it is when I'm done, I put it under hot water and put it on my face for about 15 seconds, and then I just kind of wipe everything off my face, and it's awesome. It just leaves your skin feeling amazing. One of the things that came in this set, which has replaced my Amore Pacific enzyme peel, is the dual enzyme polish. This stuff, oh, it smells so good. The balm smells kind of like spa-like is the only word I can think of, but this has a nice fresh citrusy scent. Oh, it's just so awesome. And again, I use about this much to do my entire face and down my neck. And I don't want to waste it, so I'm making sure I get it all back in there. And it has these tiny, 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 tiny little micro beads that you can't even see. I keep trying to see if I can see them. You can't even see them, and they are so tiny and so awesome. And I am so glad that I got this in here, because that is one thing I am buying a full size of. Like, it just, after I take the balm off of my face, then I put the enzyme peel on. I scrub it around for probably about 30 seconds, and then I rinse it off and I apply all my products. But that, ever since I started using that, when I use 2 products together that have made a huge difference. But when I wake up in the morning, like, my skin just feels amazing. I had not so great texture in my skin. I started using the Amore Pacific. It got better. Now, between like this stuff, this thing is just, it's phenomenal. Like, there are no words. My skin texture is just, look at one of my face of the months recently, like my, what would it be? April and May one, or I have one coming up, like, is that right? May and June? No. May and June. Look at that one, because I was using it then. And or I have one coming up soon, July 15th-ish. Check that one out and see my skin's texture. It has changed so much. It is awesome. So then, also in this kit came 2 squeeze bottles, and it is the Sheer Renewal Cream, which I use in the morning. I use her treatments as well. The only thing that is not in this kit is any of the treatments that you would put on before your moisturizers. And those are kind of specialized, so you want to make sure you look into which one of those would be right. But the Sheer Renewal Cream I use in the morning. This is amazing on your skin as a primer before you put makeup on. I have not been using my primer since I have used this, because this just kind of dries down beautifully and leaves your skin with such a nice texture that you don't need anything else to fill it in. This just does the whole job and is amazing. So that one comes in there. And then at nighttime, I use the Extreme Recovery Cream that comes in. Now, I will say this. See how these are squeeze tubes? I wish her regular tubes, which are like tin, I wish the regular tubes were like this. I don't know why I wish that, but I do. So anyway, the Extreme Recovery Cream is a thicker, kind of more hydrating cream. I didn't try this in the beginning, and I will show you. I have a full-size one that comes in a jar. This is a squeeze tube, and this is a jar. The full-size one is in the jar. Since I have been using this at nighttime, this just has helped really, really, really bring back that elasticity in my skin. It has made my fine lines look softer, my skin look softer and more vibrant, but it has not made me more oily or any issues. I am combination skin, oily in the T-zone, across the forehead, down the middle, and that's where my breakouts are, usually on my chin, my nose, and my forehead. And I thought this was going to be an issue, and it is not. It is a must-have item for me. Every night I put this on before I go to bed, and it is just amazing the way your skin feels. I think this and the enzyme peel together are just wow. So then the last thing, no, wait, not the last thing, 2 more things. One of the last things for everyday use that came in this set was the face oil number 9, and this is what it came out. It was a little dropper, and if you saw my haul video, mine was like halfway empty. So I was talking to Colleen about it, and I mentioned it in the video. And so I was talking to her and I said, you know, mine was halfway empty. Is that normal? And then I looked and I showed her the topper of mine like had split, like right here, like where you squeeze it, it had broken off, and that's what had leaked out. So she sent me a replacement one of it, which I'm sure would not be probably a rule of thumb, but it doesn't need to be, because the other great side about this is they changed it. They listen, guys. They listen to what we are saying here on YouTube, and what they read the comments, and they're awesome. It is now in a pump bottle. No leaking, no squeezing. How awesome is that? I love it. I think that is so amazing that they listened and that they understood that that was an issue, and they didn't want people to only get half, you know, used bottles or half full bottles, and they changed it. That's a great, great trait for a company, to listen to what people are saying. So the last thing in the actual Discovery Kit is the Clarifying Detox Mask. This is what it looks like. It's kind of a dark mask. Very, very slight, almost clay-like scent. I don't know. It's not predominant. The scent isn't. Very easy to use. You put it on your face once to twice a week. I was discussing this with them. I'm not so good about remembering to do that, but I have been doing it once a week. And I will say it has made a difference in, again, the oils of my skin. And now I'm going to go through and tell you guys kind of my whole, how I use everything. And I think that'll make a big difference and kind of explain a lot. But that mask, that clarifying mask, has helped control my oils right now a little bit more. In the summertime, my skin gets more oily, obviously. It's hotter out, it's warmer out, you know, we're doing more, we're active, you know, we sweat more, all these different things. And that's where my T-zone gets really oily. And since I've been using that mask, it has really helped. I've been using two things, the salicylic acid and the mask, and I think those two things together have really been making a difference with that. So I'm going to go through, tell you guys my skincare, what I use and how I use it. So let's see here. Let's start with the morning, okay? The morning's probably the more simple of the two. I get up, splash some water on my face, and wash my face. No anything crazy. I don't use a facial brush. I don't use the muslin cloth. I don't use a washcloth. I simply use my hands in the morning. This is what works for me. I don't like to really exfoliate my skin or move too much around in my skin in the morning, because if I do, that kicks my oils back up. So the first thing I use is her Balancing Gel Cleanser. Okay, and I use about 2 pumps of this. You can see how much I've used. I'm down to about here. I put about 2, I wet my face, splash my face, put about 2 pumps in my hand, and and this has an awesome pump. Just a really nice pump. 2 pumps in my hand, kind of get it lathered up a little bit, just like gently wash it around my face, then splash my face with water again. That's it. My morning routine, as I said, is very, very simple. I do not want to really, I don't want to use any exfoliants. I don't want to use any type of micro scrubs or any type of washcloths that really going to kick up that oil again. This just works for me. The Balancing Cleanser helps even more to kind of balance everything out without disrupting kind of the way my skin is. Now, what I am using right now is the Salicylic Treatment Complex. I put this on my skin next. This stuff has been holy grail for me, guys, for 2 reasons. One, I squeeze the tiniest little bit, like half of a dime size is all you need to do, all of your face and down through your neck, okay? When I first did my first review of this, I was using way too much. That is all you need of this. And has lasted way more. I've been using this for quite some time every morning. This has completely stopped every single breakout that I have had, and that's where I break out: my forehead, my nose, and my chin. My chin is probably my biggest issue. Right through here is where I have the majority of my breakouts. This has stopped all breakouts. The other thing this has done, this has helped tremendously to control oil. I, in the summertime, am usually ridiculously oily and have to use a ton of powders and a ton of stuff to get my skin to not look oily. And since I've been using this, that has not been an issue. I can use anything I want since I've been using this, and it's awesome. If you are not an oily skin person, the treatment I would suggest is the Vitamin C Treatment Complex. Again, you don't need to use this, but if you have, I was using this in the winter time, or in the, what was it, spring, I guess. If you have dark sunspots, if you have any, you know, melasma, if you have any different colored, you know, freckles, things like that on your skin tone, whatever have you, if you have a difference and your skin tone is not even, the vitamin C treatment will help with that. It is awesome. Then I put on the, where is it here? What is this called? The Complete Eye Cream, which, holy goodness, I don't think I will ever go back to any other eye cream. I have not had a better looking under eye area since I have started using this. This stuff is just, it's just amazing. It's so hard to explain. That right there is what I use for 2 eyes. It is just so soft, so creamy, no scent to it. it is just, I have gotten more compliments on my under eye area, and not like, even my crow's feet and like the lines underneath are nowhere near as noticeable. And that is what I'm a big eye cream person, and I've liked a bunch, but I've never fallen in love with them. I have fallen in love with that eye cream. And then during the day, in the morning, I use the Sheer Renewal Cream, which is the moisturizer. Again, this one I probably use about a dime size amount. And again, I rub it between my hands, and then I tap this, or blot it, I guess, I blot everything onto my face. I don't rub it because I feel like that kind of, again, kicks up all the oils. I just simply pat. There we go. I pat everything on and kind of put it on in that manner. This product, as I said, is amazing. Also doubles as a primer. I've always heard people say that about moisturizers, and it's never worked for me. This one kind of dries down to a little bit of a powder finish almost. Not a noticeable powder, but it's not a dewy feeling. And it just is awesome for before you put makeup on. Amazing, amazing. And that's it for the morning. Like, it's pretty easy, pretty simplistic. That's just kind of how I do everything. For nighttime, I generally go in first with the, Radiant Cleansing Balm. And as I showed before, I am well through this. I showed you guys about how much I use. I use about that much to do my entire face and down my neck. I also put this over my eyes and my eye makeup. So I can't do it right now, but I also just slowly rub it like this over my eyes. I then use, this is the only thing I use that is not by them, and it is the Michael Todd what is that? I always forget the name of this. True Organics. And it is the Sunny Clear. And I just like this because the brush head's antimicrobial, and I think it's made a difference. But it's basically a Clairsonic, same type of thing. I use this with the cleansing balm. I go through, do my whole face. Then I wet the muslin cloth, which I should have probably brought my other one out, but my dirty one. But I simply take the muslin cloth, I wet it under almost hot water. I set it on my face, and I probably count to like 20 or 30, maybe 10 or 15, it depends on the day. And then I take it and tap it on my eyes, or put my fingers on my eyes and just kind of pull down a little bit and just slowly work that part out. And then I take it off my face, and then I go around and clean up anything that didn't come off or kind of move down the face or whatever. And then I rinse that cloth off. The next thing I do here is I then use the Retinol Treatment Complex. I love this. This stuff has made an amazing difference as far as elasticity and just fine lines, helping get rid of those. The retinol treatment really does help with those little areas. I do use it not under my eye, but over in the corner of my eye. I only use whatever's left on my hand, and I kind of tap it over there because I do have fine lines there. I then put on the, after the cleansing balm, I tap my face off. Again, with a dry cloth, I just tap my face off. I don't rub it. I just tap it off. And then I use that dual enzyme polish, and I use this every other night. And I probably should ask her if I should be using it every night or every other night. And this is probably my favorite scent of all the items she has. The Cleansing Balm has a nice spa scent, but this is just heaven. It's just like a citrusy, it's so nice. So I put this on my hands, rub it around, and I just kind of rub it all over my face, and I get into all the crevices and everything with this for about 30, 40 seconds, kind of depends. And then I use that same muslin cloth and just kind of wash it off gently. Then I go to the retinol treatment. Sorry about that. After the retinol treatment, I then put the complete eye cream, same thing I used in the morning, under my eye. I tap it under my eye and around my eye, up, not down onto my lid, but up on my brow bone, which I feel like makes a really nice difference and really helps with that area as well. Then I use the Extreme Recovery Cream. This I was deathly afraid of to start with. It is a really, really, really thick, heavy cream, looking cream. I probably use this much to do my entire face and down my neck. I just want to get it all back in here. This stuff I was deathly afraid of because I'm combination oily skin, and I thought, oh, Extreme Recovery, wow, that's going to be way too thick and way too heavy for my skin. It's probably for a dry skin person, but I talked to Colleen about it, and she told me she thinks that it would be okay with my skin. I bought this and decided, so some of these things, by the way, I have bought, and some of these things have been sent to me, so it's kind of a mismatch of what I purchased and what was sent. So that's kind of hard to tell you, but just know that some of it was sent and some of it was purchased. But I did purchase this one, and I decided to start using it. And that stuff has not broken me out, and it has made the elasticity of my skin. My skin looks softer and younger and more supple is the only way I can explain it. It just, between the enzyme peel and this together, it just is wow. It is so amazing. So I let that sit for a second. I go around, pat that all on my skin. And then I go through and use the Face No. 9 oil. It's the last thing I use. You can see how much of it I've used. I use 1 pump. I'm not going to show you because I can't get it back in there. I rub it all over my hands, and I go on my neck, up over my face, and I put this even around my eyes as well. It's my last step, and it just, again, another item that I originally was deathly afraid of, but I've since fallen in love with it. Obviously, I've used that much of it. And I just think this line has hands down completely changed my skincare, my face, the way my skin is. It is, if you are looking for a new skincare, or if you just are wanting to try this, try that Discovery Kit. Like, it is just amazing. This whole line is amazing, but that is a great way to try it. So that being said, I know this has been a super long video, but I wanted to go through and tell you guys about everything. We are going to do a giveaway. It's called the Let's Get Social giveaway. And Colleen was nice enough to offer this. The prize is the 7-piece Discovery collection and a $100 e-gift card towards an order of any Crown Royal. You know I worked in the liquor industry for too long when I say Crown Royal, when I see CR. Colleen Rothschild's products. So it's $250. Sorry, I'm looking on here to just make sure I have everything. $250 value total that you will get. So that's pretty cool. Rules. You have to be subscribed to my channel. You have to like Colleen Rothschild Beauty on Facebook. Follow Colleen Rothschild on Instagram. I will post all of these links below. And the winner will be randomly selected on July 19th and contacted directly through YouTube from me. I do not generally, somebody had asked me on one of my other giveaway videos, someone had asked me if I announce it somewhere. I do not announce it somewhere. I simply contact that person. They're given 24 hours to respond to me. If they don't respond, I then move on to another person. That's just kind of how I've always done it. So I also have the code 20% off LisaSz09. It's good from July 11th through July 18th. If you have not picked up items, please use this code and get things while you get 20% off. It is amazing, amazing stuff. As I said, if you're not sure what to try, the Discovery Kit is the way to go with that. It's basically, you know, $100 with $20 off. Sounds like a great deal to me. I will probably get another one, I'm going to be honest, because I like it for travel. And then I'm going to pick up a bunch of other stuff too. So you'll see that in a haul video soon. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please, please, please enter the giveaway. Please, another thing that I ask for that so that I know, please let me know below that you have liked, just say I have liked Colleen Rothschild, so that I know that you are following her and you have liked the page. I'll have her double check with that. And that will let me know that you are interested in winning this item, this product. So please let me know if you have any other questions, and thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.